Pinnacle Saddle. This is a short, relatively easy one. It's a climb, but it's not that bad, and gives you a pretty good view at the top. But it's a lot of fog right now, and it's been cloudy for the last day or so, so who knows, we might not get any views. We'll see. He's a little frog. Boop. This reminds me of my first few hikes of this year. Lots of just constant uphill. But this one is much easier. Obviously, because of all the hikes I've already done. Still, it's a climb. Well, we're at the top. There's a light way down there. That's paradise, I think. Either that or it's somebody else on the trail. I can't quite tell. Maybe it is the trail. Either way, I'm gonna sit here, relax, until the sun comes up, or until the clouds come up. We'll see. This is the other trails that go to the top of Plummer's Peak and Pinnacle Peak. And way over that somewhere on the other side of Pinnacle Peak is a little lake. It's hard to get to, but it's got one of the best views of the mountain, like, of all time. And it's always been my goal to get there one day, but I still don't know if I have the skill. Maybe when the sun comes up, I'll walk down the trail, and if it gets difficult, I'll just turn back. But until then, it's chillin' time. You know, I need to get better at this hiking math thing. I thought it would take longer for me to get up here. I looked at the pictures to see when I started and when I got here. I got here in 45 minutes. So I've got a little time before the sun comes up. Probably a good half hour before I'll be able to start seeing stuff. But I suppose that's my fault. So, hanging out in between two peaks of the Tatoosh, waiting to see if the mountain will appear in between these two trees here. Until then, we play the waiting game. Maybe I'll take a nap. I think these are called grigs. Boop. They're like crickets. They dig themselves into the sand. Are you asleep? A lot of people going for the peak. Well, not a lot. 2 sets. Going for the peak before the sun comes up. Not even I'm going to do that. Impressive. Even by my standards. Went down the trail a little bit to get a little bit more of the mountain. Oh man, she looks real good with that just tiny little bit of cloud and all the cloud below her. And that is the saddle between Plummer Peak and Pinnacle Peak. Technically, I'm off maintained trail, but these things are so established that I'm not really sure I'm gonna get lost. That's an angry pika. So I'm just gonna go down these trails and see if they lead somewhere interesting. Well, I've had enough hiking that direction. So I'm hiking back to the saddle and then back down to the parking lot. Came back from that little side bit, and my goodness, she is looking great. So I'm gonna stick around for a bit and see how the view changes. All right, I'm gonna start heading down. She looks like she's got some cloud cover that might be dissipating. Who knows? Let's see if we get some better pictures. Oh, this loose rock. So many pika. A relatively easy out and back. It's a climb, but it's not terribly difficult, and it's also short. And so it's got good views when it's not cloudy, and if you are technical enough, you can continue going to a couple places with even better views, but that's not for me yet. And here we are at the parking lot with a fogged out mountain, and a mountain that gave us excellent views earlier because we got here much earlier.